Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the Trump who stole Christmas and what people should really take away from his statement. You know, a couple of days ago, when we talked about empty shelves and how it would impact holiday products and non-essentials first, I hung that Grinch shirt in the background. I expected there to be some commentary coming from the White House about product interruptions. What I didn't expect was for Trump to basically publicly embrace the spirit of the Grinch. It got a lot of play on social media when it happened. But if you missed it, when Trump was asked about the possibility of empty shelves for the holidays, he said, quote, "Well, maybe the children will have 2 dolls instead of 30 dolls, and maybe the 2 dolls will cost a couple of bucks more." This dismissive statement is occurring against the backdrop of real concern over product supply for Christmas. Toy Association CEO Greg Arn said that a frozen supply chain is putting Christmas at risk. He said, quote, "If we don't start production soon, there's a high probability of a toy shortage this holiday season." Now, the gut reaction to the president of Whoville saying, "oh well," to price increases and product shortages for Christmas is shocking in a way. But the dismissiveness of the concerns is actually masking a really important thing people need to notice. Trump has gone from saying his tariffs would lead to riches and prosperity on day one, to it being a transition, to saying it'll just be short-term pain. And we've now reached the who cares about Christmas phase. But here's the important part: a calendar. Trump is telling the country right now that his short-term pain will last through at least the end of the year. If his apparent attitude in that comment reflects his behind-the-scenes attitude, he isn't likely to make changes. If he doesn't make them soon, the supply chain issues will go well beyond 2025 and deep into 2026. A lot of retailers rely on an inventory management system called just-in-time inventory. Once that gets disrupted, it takes a lot of time to get it back on track. We saw this during Trump's last term due to the pandemic. Obviously, parents are worried about Christmas for their kids. For most kids, there's no way of knowing what they're going to want 7 months from now, so they can't plan. The uncertainty those parents feel is exactly why markets hate uncertainty. The uncertainty causes dominoes that hurt workers. If Santa can't plan to meet the needs of his customers, he doesn't know how to schedule his elves, and some of them may have to find other jobs, working for a cookie company or something. But when all the companies face uncertainty, some elves may not be able to find a job at all. The length of time Trump seems to be willing to allow this to go on has to be making Republicans in Congress very nervous, especially since they've co-signed his tariffs. If Trump has already accepted a disrupted Christmas, then Republicans running in 2026 are going to have to answer some tough questions. They're probably hoping the Grinch's heart grows 2 sizes, and soon. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.